Good morning, everybody. This is Paul Romero with the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owner Open Mastermind Session number 10. And today is what is today? The 15th, Thursday, January 15th, 2015, the first month of the new year. And look at that. Bam! It's already half over. It's crazy. Time goes by so fast these days. I mean, think back when you were a kid, when you were even maybe not a kid, but just younger. Maybe you're young right now. I don't know. But, so then think back when you were a kid. I mean, days and time just seem to go on forever. And, this is a little tip for you guys that are younger right now. Every day you get older, time seems to go by just that much faster. I don't know. Maybe it's just the correlation of, you feeling like you're getting closer to the end that just brings out this sort of urgency of having to do so much more, so much faster, that creates time going by that much, that feeling. Is it just a feeling that time's going by faster, or is it really going by faster? I mean, is that clock sped up? I don't know. It seems like it has sped up to me, I tell you. But so what I kind of want to talk about today is the whole idea of this right here, this wonderful opportunity that we are providing to anyone that this invitation has been extended to come here live and join a mastermind. Bring whatever you want to bring to this open forum and capitalize on the power of additional brain matter applied to whatever it is that you need to try to figure out. Because I'll tell you what, with time going by so fast, with so much technology and so much information in the world today, if you're out there trying to do it all on your own, you are fighting a losing battle. There is absolutely no way that you can win. I heard a statistic at a meeting last night that I was at, which I'm going to talk about this a little bit here. The subject matter of that in a minute. But the statistic was 73, I think it was, 73% all businesses that do not have a digital presence will fail in the first 3 years of their business. That's huge. And that's not just for, sort of online businesses or anything like that. That is for, mom and pop shop on the corner, the sandwich place down the street, the florist, the plumber, the carpenter, whatever it is, whatever business that in today's world doesn't have a digital or online presence is doomed to A, struggle, serious struggle, and B, potential short-term future collapse. Because look at the younger generation. I mean, and I'm talking probably 35 on down to 30 is where, it's really you really start to see a lot of digital-oriented activity. And you get below 30, look at the 25 to 30 crowd, and it's almost like this is their, everything. And then you get below 25, and look at your kids. If you have children that are, still in school age, high school and below, look at how attached they are to everything that is digital. These things, especially, my gosh, I mean, I see kids today that are just like constant. I mean, I saw this girl in a minivan the other day that pulled up in a parking spot next to me, and she was literally had this thing like 4 inches from her face, working like this. Ah, there's a whole world out there, people, and it's all right here in this little screen for these guys. That's where the future is going. So if you don't at least start building a presence in this area today and be prepared for future business, how many business have you seen, big businesses that have come, made a huge splash in the world, and then just disappeared? Look at Blockbuster, okay? Well, you're going to say technology pushed them out. Well, yeah, technology pushed them out because why? They didn't keep up with it. It's very simple. You have to adapt and change. If you don't adapt and change, if you don't keep up with what's going on around you, yeah, you're destined to be a dinosaur. You're going to go away. So what this open mastermind here is created for is, excuse me. Wow. Sorry about that. That just came out of nowhere. What this open mastermind is created for is to give you the ability to not have to know everything. That's the biggest mistake that business owners, entrepreneurs, anybody that's trying to get out ahead in this world and do it on your own and not have to go to one of those JOBs every day. That's the biggest mistake that people make, is doing it all on your own. Number one, it's impossible. You can't do it. You cannot even, I mean, how could you even think that you can know everything that you need to know to be successful? It's impossible. There's too much information. There's too much to do. There's too much technology. There's too many things you don't have a clue about. So what you need to do is focus on what it is that you do have a clue about, what it is that you are good at, what it is that you do know, and figure out what the things are that you suck at, that you don't know anything about, and figure out how to leverage technology, other people's time, other people's abilities, and bring in and create a mastermind. You have to have your own of a mastermind. A lot of people, most people don't use that term anymore. People will call it, you have to build a team, or you've got to surround yourself with like-minded people, or you've got to surround yourself with the people that have the same vision or whatnot. But in reality, what you're doing here is you are creating a mastermind, because you have to play off of the knowledge that is in somebody else's head. That's the way it is. And if you're not willing to do that, if you're thinking that you can, like I said, if you're thinking that you can do this all on your own, bye. It won't be long. You're playing in the NFL, the not for long league. But anyway, I think that was Hank Stram said that, old coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. But anyway, that's what this session is all about. And I honestly can't believe, out of the probably close to at least maybe 100 invitations that I have sent out to people that I know are interested in business, that none of you feel it is important enough to take just 30 minutes out of your day, of your time, to come here where it's free. I looked for some mastermind groups in the area online the other day, and I found that I really found one sort of organized, general business mastermind sort of situation that costs a whole lot of money to be a part of. I mean, starting at $350+ a week, or was that a month? I'm sorry, $350+ a month. I mean, that's not chump change for the ability to participate in a group of people who are focusing in the same direction. People are paying good money for that. It's right here, available to you, absolutely free. Come on, guys, take advantage of this. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm not the most brilliant mind on the planet. And right now, if it's just you and me, are you getting a huge bang for your buck? Even though you're not putting up a buck to take advantage of what's, between these two ears right here. I say, who knows? Come here, try it out. I am an idea guy. I see things and I think of things that other people don't think of. I look at things in a way that other people don't look at them. I have always been a person who likes to be original and different. And I really am somebody who likes to look at things out of the box. And so if those are some of the things that you're looking for, you want some, out of the box, creative, see things from a different angle kind of thoughts and ideas, bring it here. Let's talk about it, whatever it is. And hopefully I won't be the only one that's here. Maybe there'll be a nice solid in the box thinker that joins the group as well too. So we can have a couple of perspectives on this. There's a saying that says, two horses do not pull the cart twice as fast as one. Two horses pull the cart 3 times as fast as one. And that goes for the ability to think. Two brains do not think twice as powerfully as one brain. Two brains think 3 times as powerfully as one brain. So it's an exponential advantage that you have when you are coming to a group. I mean, if 2 is multiplied 3 times, does that mean 3 is 9 and 4 is 27 and on and on and on? So I don't know what the algorithm is, quite honestly. I don't know what the mastermind algorithm is, but it's powerful. Everybody has their own unique perspective, a different perspective. And quite honestly, just being able to, excuse me, a little itch there, just being able to get another point of view, see things in a different way than you see things. You look at things that you're doing in your business from your one and only perspective. And that in and of itself can be detrimental because you're locked into basically one way of thinking. And your one way of thinking is going to allow you to do so many things right down this path right here. And it's not until you open up to the ideas of other people that you can actually take this and start expanding out. Because not everybody thinks like you do. We might all think that, yeah, everybody thinks the way I think. Everybody thinks that should be like this. And it's not true. You're the only person on this planet that thinks that should be like this. Any other person you ask is going to have a twist. They might think basically the same. Yeah, that should be like this, but it should be like this with this. Everybody's going to have something different. And one of those little something different pieces could be the key element that you're missing. It could just be that one little piece that's going to take you over the top. You don't know that because you can only see what's right here. I like to think that what we think is kind of like looking at a radar screen, and what we can envision, what we think, what we can envision, what we can believe in, what we can, what everything is that, that we can really believe, have faith, trust, that we're willing to go with, is like looking at a little radar screen about this big. Let's say, what is that? About 3, 4 inches around. And if you had this little radar screen right in front of you, and if this is all you could see, and you're looking at this radar screen, right? Well, you could be thinking, well, probably not with me, but you could be thinking that, hey, this guy's got blonde hair, or, we have no idea what's outside of this little radar screen because that's all we can see. This is all that one person can focus on. And as you bring in the ideas of someone else, it makes that radar screen a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger. Because you know what? Outside of this little 3 inches, imagine that everything that's out there, everything that's possible, everything that could be, can be, everything that you don't know, that you don't even know, everything else besides what's on this radar screen, this little 3-inch radar screen, expands out 100 miles in diameter. Do you think that's a lot that's out there that's beyond your little 3-inch radar screen that could potentially be beneficial to you? 100-mile radius to a 3-inch circle is infinitely huge. And that's literally what is out there and what is available. And that is what the power of the mastermind can help you rein in, can help you bring from the stratosphere of idea, information, and creativity into your reality that you don't even know is out there. So that's the beauty of what we're offering here, is the ability to tap into that infinite, wisdom that is out there that is not in here. It's just that simple. So with that, I want to bring up the meeting that I went to last night, networking meeting with hosted by a man named Chuck Troutman. You might want to look him up at ArizonaMarketingAssociation.com. I think it's actually AZMKTNG. I'm not sure, but I think that's the website, AZMKTNG. So ArizonaMarketing.com. But he actually is one of the people that holds a mastermind that I was talking about. That is, he charges money, and people come every week or every month or however often they meet, and they are willing to pay a really high dollar amount to come join together with a group of people, a group of business people, and to just talk about their business and to get other ideas and to tap into the power of somebody else's mind. They're paying good money for that. So the event that he held last night, I think, is a once-a-month meeting that he holds for the Arizona Marketing Association, to bring in memberships, obviously, but he has guest speakers come in all the time. I think he probably holds 1 or 2 a year where he's the host himself. Real nice guy. Met him last night. After I had no idea this was his event. I was invited to this event from the guest speaker, who was Gia Heller of the My Social Empire on Facebook, which is what I'm going to talk about a little bit. But so I had no idea this was Chuck's event, who I just so happened to probably on the same day that I was invited to this event, randomly found him online, just Googling masterminds. And so it's kind of, I guess, law of attraction at work. That's where I was going. I guess it's the law of attraction at work that, here I'm looking for masterminds. I find Chuck Troutman. I get an invite from somebody else that I know to come to come to an event, which I guess, because she was the guest speaker there was why I got the invite. And and here they are, the two come together. So there's something to be said that maybe I'm supposed to be signing up for Mr. Chuck's mastermind group. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. But a lot of forces at work. Obviously, I put out the intention of I want mastermind, and boom, there it is. If you want mastermind, boom, here it is. So I'm going to sit up a little bit. Anyway, Gia Heller is the creator of My Social Empire on Facebook. And going back to talking about the digital presence, your digital personality, your digital marketing, your digital marketing for your business, your online marketing for your business. The challenge today really is sort of connecting offline to online. And it's important. Even if you have a purely offline business, quote, you think, you need to start getting connected to the online world if you want to be around for a length of time. So Facebook, social media, you've probably heard, is obviously a big, big thing these days. And I'll tell you, you know, kids today use social media, Facebook and other social medias, like when we were younger, we used the telephone. You know, that's how we communicated with everybody. Social media is how the younger generation communicates with everyone. So, and it's not just jibber jabber about, you know, Johnny met Sue and oh my gosh, did she wear the blue dress? You know, it's about everything. Hey, we're going to go meet and have lunch today. Where do you want to go? Oh, I don't know. Let's look it up. Everything. The yellow pages, you know, you don't see people. I mean, I guess you do still see the yellow pages, the book get dropped on in your yard, but you know, there's not a lot of people over the age of 30 that are using that thing for anything more than a booster chair for their kids or, you know, fire starter for the fireplace. So everything is going to the digital world, and we need to start making that connection if you're in any kind of a business. So social media, obviously, as I say, is huge. And Facebook is obviously the probably, you know, world leader right now of social media. This Google Plus is, you know, Google's, I think, sort of, you know, challenger to that, you know, in a boxing match, you know, in the boxing world, you know, Google Plus is the up and comer, you know, Facebook's the reigning champ, and Google Plus is the guy that keeps, you know, they keep having that bout back and forth. Although Google Plus right now is really still in training, they haven't even gotten into that first bout. But these Hangouts right here are probably the Google Plus's, you know, big advantage. That to what might bring this into. I mean, this is social media right here. What might bring this into, you know, the mode of being able to actually jump into the ring with Facebook and take them on for the championship. So, which is why, and I think, you know, with this Hangout thing right here, I mean, unless Facebook somehow adapts this to their, what they have there, this right here, I think is really the future that will be taking over and knocking Facebook out eventually. But for right now, Facebook is huge, and Facebook has definitely gone through a transition from purely Johnny met Sally and did she wear the blue dress social media, and it has transformed really into a informational streamline. They call it the news feed. It's an informational news feed, and if your business isn't in there at all, I mean, ours is in there, but it's not good. It's not in there good enough. But if it's not in there at all, you know, all those millions of people. I mean, do you realize that Mark Zuckerberg is the 11th richest person in America? That's huge. From Facebook. He's the owner of Facebook, by the way, if you didn't know that. Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, 11th richest person in the country. That says something about Facebook, I think, okay? That says something about the popularity of Facebook, how many people are using Facebook, why your business needs to be on Facebook. I mean, just that in itself. So The people that are using Facebook, like I said, is the younger generation, but they're the uppercomers. They're the ones that are going to be spending money in the market in the future. And if you want to be around in the future, this is where you need to start now, applying some of your, at least some of your energies, some of your focus, and some of your marketing dollars. What GIA offers is a whole sort of built for you system to get your business online on Facebook. And it is really kind of cool what she's created and what she's done and her story and how she did it and where it all came around from. You know, I'm kind of here to I'm kind of here plugging her business for free for her. You know, doesn't bother me. It's a tool. It's a marketing tool. It's a very, very good marketing tool. It's a very big future marketing tool. It's a place where you want to be now in order to be positioned later in the upper echelon. You know, we you know, nobody, everybody can't be on page one of Google, right? That's kind of one of the neat things about Facebook is everybody can be on Facebook on page one of the news feed, at least for a period of time, for a brief period of time, as it scrolls on down and more stuff comes in. But it can be thrown back up to the top and more stuff comes in, and it can be thrown back up to the top and more stuff comes in. So it can be repeatedly throughout the day, you know, thrown back up to the top into, you know, a billboard in front of somebody's face, basically. So it's definitely a very unique way to get your business out in front of people. Now, are people going to be calling you directly from Facebook to say, hey, I want to buy your product? Maybe, but that's not necessarily the whole concept behind the Facebook. The Facebook concept is really to get your name out there so that when the time comes that somebody realizes, I need something like this, you are the person that they think of. All of a sudden they go, you know what? I saw this thing on Facebook. What was that? Maybe they look for it. Um, so that's the whole idea behind it. It's just a way to put yourself out there in a big way in front of, I don't know if they're billions yet, but multiple millions of people on a repetitive basis. And it's a way to also blow up your expertise in the field and a place for people to actually see why you're the person that they want to be, you know, doing their business with. It's really it's an exploitation of yourself. It's an exploitation of your own business, which, you know, that's what marketing is. You know, you have to explode yourself out there. You have to exploit yourself to the world. You know, you can have the saying goes, you can build a better mousetrap, but nobody's going to buy it if you don't tell people about it, right? And the same goes with your business. She used a little saying last night that, you know what, your business is not different. If you're selling to human beings on this planet, your business isn't different. Okay, it's the same. We're all doing the same thing. So you want to be where the people are. You need to show up where the people are. You need to market and advertise where the people are. Well, there's millions of people on Facebook, so why not have your business there? So anyway, that's my little shameless plug for Gia Heller, my social media empire. If you want to look that up, see what her program is. It's really kind of expensive, $1,000 a year. There's a higher level, of course, you can pay for more, which includes you know, some professional, you know, help with building and structure and all that with your business to get yourself out there and make a real powerful presence on Facebook. But the basic program, like I said, $1,000 a year, it isn't that much. What's that? Less than $100 a month, and you know, it's a real powerful tool. I've been involved with it for some time now, and I've slacked off. And I'm actually glad that I went to the event last night and sort of got that new inspiration in me to, you know, make sure that we don't let that fail I mean, we're paying money for it. We may as well capitalize on it, right? And we've really let it slack off a lot. So it gave me some inspiration to get back on the in the saddle with that and make sure that it's happening. Put a system in place to make sure that it's happening for me on a daily basis, and it's definitely something that I think you should look into. Obviously, if you don't realize this, your business is marketing. The core of your business is marketing. Yeah, you've got all these other things going on. You've got to make sure the orders are coming in, and you got to make sure that the orders, the invoices are going out, and you got to make sure the customers are happy, and you got to make sure the employees are paid, and all these things that you have to do. You think you have to do, okay? That's where the trouble begins. You need to not be doing all those things. I invite you to go back and look at, what was it? I don't know, just start about 70. And we'll go back and look at the, oh wait, that's not even here. Sorry, no, don't go back here. I invite you to go find on YouTube the Sell a House Arizona Wholesale Real Estate Training, Sell a House Arizona channel, and go back to Wholesale Real Estate Training number, I believe it, like I said, start around 70, and look at this analysis I put together for you to go back and analyze your year 2014 so that you can move forward in 2015 and find. It really gives you a way to narrow down what it is, to take all of this stuff that you think you have to do and to narrow it down into this little cup full of things that, I need to get rid of this. This needs to be out of my life. I need to not spend one more second looking at that. This, oh my God, I can't stand that thing. It's got to go. It really gives you a good way to narrow that stuff down. I mean, I'm sure you've probably got a general idea of the things you don't like and the things you're not good at, but which one, should you really try to focus on first? And my little analysis package there put that in a way that you can really focus in and narrow in on what is right now the most detrimental to you and your business success, so that you can say, hey, you know what? Right there, that's the one. I got to get rid of this right now. I got to find somebody. I got to put a system together. I got to do whatever it is that you have to do to take that piece of work that you're doing, that you're actually spending physical time doing, take it off your plate so you don't have to put that time into it anymore, and replace it with, like I said, someone, with another person, with another system, with whatever it is that you have to replace it with, outsource it, whatever the case might be. It really gives you the focus to find those in order of how much they are taking away from your business, and you can start knocking them off one at a time. And the thing about that is, it also, conversely to finding what's bad in your business, it also finds from the top down. This is the thing right here that's the most beneficial to my business right now, that's helping bring in the most money right now, that we're doing the best right now. This is next, this is next, this is next, kind of a thing. So it can allow you to, as you're knocking those things off the bottom of the ladder, of the pegboard, whatever you want to look at it as you're knocking those things off the bottom, and you yourself are obtaining more of your time back, that you can now say, okay, hey, you know what? I just gained 20 hours this year. Where can I take that 20 hours of time that was wasted on this stupid thing that I never should have been doing in the first place? Where can I take that 20 hours, and where can I best apply that additional 20 hours now that's really going to boost a segment of my business that's going to start generating more money for me? And obviously you want to start looking from the top down on that and saying, you know what, this very first thing right here, this is what generates the most money for me. Is that right there? Do I need to put more time into just that? Which quite possibly could be the best place for you to add your additional time. But it might not be. It might be moving along sufficiently enough that it has room to expand on its own without you adding more time into it. If you were to put more time into this area, it can funnel up and help that area expand and bring in more money. So it gives you the opportunity to see, in a very laid out pattern, what's dragging you down and what's taking you up, and how to convert the drag down and back into time for yourself that you can put into what's bringing you up and really expand and grow your business. So that again is on the sellahousearizona.com YouTube channel, and I believe it starts around number 70. Let me see if I can real quickly flip back. See. Oh, I'm sorry, 67. No, it starts way back before 50. Power Review Prep for 2000. I think it starts, actually, it starts at number 60. That's where you want to go. That opened right to it. It looks like, yeah, it starts at number, let me check, number 58, 59. Yep. Starts at number 60. sellahousearizona.com YouTube channel. Wholesale real estate training video series, beginning with wholesale real estate training number 60. This is the year-end review of your business for last year. It's about, I think it goes to 70. I think it's 10 episodes long. They're only 20, 25-minute episodes. So you've got about 3 hours of content there, 3-4 hours of content there. So it's not a big, huge burden on your time. But yeah, check it out. If you follow the steps, if you create the charts and the graphs that I talk about, and you put the grading scale on these things that I talked about, it will line things up for you in your business, so you know exactly where you need to, take away and where you need to reapply. So anyway, with that, I hope you guys got some really good information out of this. I hope you guys are starting to see the power of a mastermind. I hope that you would be willing to come here and join me live next week, Thursday, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, USA. We invite anybody from all countries. I mean, this is worldwide. Google Plus is worldwide. If you speak English, I think that's probably going to be a little bit beneficial. Otherwise, we might have a little bit of a communication problem. But even if you don't speak it very well, you just want to come in and join and listen in, come on, we invite you. Invite everybody from anywhere. As they said last night, your business in your country is not different, okay? If you're selling to human beings on this planet, your business is not different. Bring it. Let's talk about it. Let's see how we can improve it. That's what this is all about. Let's help each other improve each other's business. That's what it's all about. Everything, every aspect, you name it. You make the call. You bring the what am I thinking about here? You bring the material. Yeah, you bring the concept. You bring whatever you want to bring, and we will all help you with it. That's what we're here for. So with that, everybody, I end today, as we always do, with the Napoleon Hill prayer. So I invite you to really think about these words. O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom, with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire, which on Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. is my desire to meld my mind with that of others, so that I can expand what's in here with what's in there. All right, guys, thank you a lot for joining. Hope to see you next week live on the air.